We're still in the walled garden at Manor Farm here in Sal, Norfolk, and I just thought I'd show you these Agapanthus because I really haven't seen a planting in the UK of Agapanthus with this much vigour and putting spikes of flower up like this. This one's going to be blue. If I can just make my way over to this flower, I'll give you a close-up. Just starting to come out. Lovely pale pastel blue, but just look at the volume of plants they've got in this quite small area of the walled garden here. That's going to be a spectacular blast of colour when it does come up. I've just spotted an earlier white flowering variety just behind this pampas grass. I'm going to make my way over and show you that one now. Yeah, I'll just have a look at this for a large flowered variety. Large leaf, big crown, grown against a south-facing wall, base of 15-foot wall, and it's loving it here, putting these massive heads which are just starting to open now at the base of this wall, growing through quite a dense wood chip in a path really. It's where the path ends and the border starts. And just show you the wall above it. Really is a nice protected spot here, maybe not quite enough light for it. He's growing behind a rosemary bush and a variety of ornamental grass in this fantastic walled garden, which I'm really enjoying visiting this morning. These little seedlings will grow into one of these over the course of 3 or 4 years, and the one above me is even above the 15-foot wall, peppered with tiny little blue flowers. If I just focus in, attracting the insects, these spectacular prehistoric looking plants become quite a feature of Norfolk gardens recently and are really in fashion. We've got a few of these growing back at the Mid-Norfolk garden. Nothing to this height just yet. More peaches and apricots growing on this back wall, really making the most of this southern aspect and the heat they're getting from here to ripen this fruit off. Must have 10 or 15 apricot and peach trees along this back wall, all of them covered in ripening fruit. Not something you see doing well every year, but this season certainly growing nicely here for them. Coal frames, which are quite modern additions, which they're using not much of at this time of year. Everything's been planted out. They've just got a few things they're propagating, and probably stuff that was overstocked and didn't get planted out earlier in the season in these now. A few dahlias that missed the planting out, unfortunately. Lovely one that as well, nice cactus dahlia. This really is an inspirational garden for ideas and plantings. They've got borders here with basil just planted directly outside in front of the French glass house. Never seen basil grown quite as well as this outdoors. It's usually a potted plant that gets taken out for the good weather, but then mainly grown inside in glass houses in the UK. But this is looking very, very happy, as are these peppers. I suppose I must remember we are in a walled garden here, so they've got all the added protection that gives them. Chili pepper being grown there, grown to about 3 feet, and then sweet peppers. And just look at the size of that one. I'll put my hand in to give you a reference point. Yeah, that's bigger than anything you're going to get in a supermarket in the UK, and they've got loads of them growing here. Beautiful long variety there, doing just as well, looking very happy. Very good soil they've got here, well manured, well top dressed, very well weeded this bit of it. And then aubergines growing outdoors in the UK. Money maker. Not yet fruiting, just coming into flower in August, but still time enough, I would guess, for them to get some usable crop off those. Still only around 1.5 foot tall, but looking very happy. Another chili pepper, this one, called Bigwint. Again, just coming into flower, no fruit on it yet, just the first little fruitlets just forming, pollinating itself nicely in this situation. A whole row of those again looking very healthy. More aubergine. Let's see what this is. Is this a squash or a melon? I think this is actually a melon called a Mere outdoors in the UK, and it's got fruit on it. Decent sized fruit as well. Plenty of it forming when you actually have a look. Plant looks initially to not be doing too well, but actually that's fruiting up extremely well. On a planting like this, they're probably going to get 20 or 30 melons over the course of the season. Just goes to show you what you can do with a bit of protection in the UK. What a fantastic inspirational planting, full of ideas. Just shows what you can get away with.